So now I want to be able to actually create some new users and store them in a database. I'm going to use MongoDB for that. So first I want to get Mongoose. And then I'll be able to connect to a Mongoose database in the server. We'll call our database chat. Okay. And then I want to create a new directory called models, where we're going to store our Mongoose models, and a new file called user for our user model. Here I want to require Mongoose again, and then create a user schema. And I want to give it a username, which is a string, and a password, which is also a string. And for now, I think that's good. And then I want to create the model. Let me just double check. This is lowercase m. We'll call it user. And so this should be singular. And then pass the user schema. And I want to export this. Okay. And then now I would like to create a route that will create a new user for us. I'm going to go ahead and call it. So this is going to be a post, because instead of a get where it would just get data, post will actually sort of change something on the server side. In our case, it's going to create a new user. So I'm going to call this user/create. And then here, what I want to do is get. Okay, so before we do this, let's go ahead and go into the sign up page. I want this form to send the data to the server at user/create, and then I want the method to be post. I want these inputs to have a name so that I can access them on the server side. So username, password. Okay, and so in order for me to get the values that are in the inputs, what I need to do is add a body parser middleware. So I'm going to go ahead and install that. And require it. And use it. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so now I should be able to get the form data in the request.body. So I just want to console.log that to see that it's all working. Go ahead and just redirect to slash. I'm going to run this server. Go to the sign up page. Hit sign up. Okay, so I was redirected to slash, and hopefully I can see the form data in our server logs, and there it is. So now what I want to do is create a new user based on that data. Okay, so let's see if this works. I'm going to restart the server and try to create a new user. Okay, and then let's go ahead and check inside of our MongoDB. Users.find. You can see that we created one new user, but the password is not encrypted, so I want to remove this user, and I want to encrypt the password before I create the new user, and I'm going to use bcrypt to do that. So I'd like to install bcrypt. Okay. Then here I want username to be the request.body.username, but I want the password to be request.body.password. Let's see, but I want to encrypt it with bcrypt first. So let me look up what the syntax is for that. I'm just going to use the synchronous version. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use this one-liner. Bcrypt dot hash sync. Okay, so let me go ahead and try to create a user again after restarting the server. Sign up. I'm going to check inside my database, and we can see that now the password has been encrypted. Okay. So sign up works. Now what I want to do is be able to log in. Let's see. So first I'm going to add the action in the form. Okay. So first let me create the route. And then I want to have the form send a post, use the post method to send the form to /session/login. These inputs need names again. Okay. Now I can get the form data from request.body. What I want to do is look up the user that has the matching username. So username should match the request.body.username. Okay, and once we find that user, we want to check if their password matches, but since we used bcrypt, we need to use bcrypt.compare. In our case, I'm going to use compare sync to see if the passwords match. So we'll say if bcrypt.compare sync on user.password. So it looks like the first argument has to be the unhashed password. So here we want request.body.password, and if it matches the encrypted password that came from the database, that means that we have the correct user, that the user has entered the correct password and username credentials. So now what I want to do is set a cookie to indicate that the user has been logged in, and I'll do that in the next video.